AFLW for the first time, 2024. Welcome back. Can you give us a little bit of an update, I guess, on the program and what's been happening over the last, little short term while?
Yeah, well, we've been training really hard. We've done about 6 or 7 weeks now, and really dialing into what we wanted to improve on from last year. And I think having that space over the Christmas break just to have a think and strategise on what we wanted to improve on. Now we get the opportunity to sort of do it against an opposition, which is really nice.
You talk about opposition. Season's not off for a while yet, the official one, but the VFLW kicks off this weekend, and in great news, we're in it for the first time. How do you approach, the VFLW competition over the next 5 weeks?
Yeah, well, part of our strategy is we want to win everything we play in. So, and I use the analogy with the girls. If there's a bus queue, we want to be at the front of the queue. We want everything we do, and I think that mindset will hold us in good stead as we grow. So, yeah, we want to win. That's what we want to do, but. We've got a couple of things we want to improve on, so we're going to try that this week, see how that goes, and then build from there. But yeah, it's all about improvements and people playing secondary roles and all that sort of stuff.
You're obviously coming up against a lot of the Melbourne teams that are week in, week out. They're a couple of weeks in. Do you see that as a negative or a positive that it's an opportunity to really challenge yourself against other teams that have been in the competition for a few weeks now?
Yeah, it'll be a great because we've only done one match sim, and then the rest has really been drill based and scenario based. So it's they're probably a little bit more prepared than we are, but I think that's good. And it's get straight into it on Saturday, and the Bulldogs played pretty well last week against Casey and had a good win. So it'll be a good contest, and I think that's what you want. I reckon the flip side of that is that we'll be fresh. So that's kind of the flip side of that, but we'll see how we go.
You talk about the girls have been back for a little while, obviously in the optional training. Who's been a standout, and how have they all looked?
Well, it's been a couple. I think Mon Ham's probably the one that stood out to all the coaches so far, and on the back of that, she'll captain this week, which is a great opportunity for her, and she's very excited for that. And then Paris McCarthy's been training very well. Laura Gardner looks like she's gone to another level, if you can believe that. So exciting to see her. And then Monty Berylson, she's had a couple of years where she's learnt the game and bringing her speed to the game, and now she's added just a little bit of game sense. So it's good to see that shine through, and she'll get the opportunity to show that this week.
You talk about Monaghan captain side. Obviously, the next question is what happens to the likes of Chloe Malloy and Lucy McAvoy and that type. They're obviously not playing this weekend, but how do you I guess manage the side through the next couple of weeks, and who plays every game, and what's the approach there?
Well, what we'll do, we'll pick the players that are new to the club. We've got the philosophy we want to get the new players to catch up to where we were and learn our game style. So we'll take that opportunity, and then we'll play some of the players that maybe were on the fringe last year a little bit, and then top it up with the rest from there. But Chloe will get her turn over the next few weeks, and Lucy's just coming back from an injury. I think she's a couple of weeks away as well, so they'll get their turn. But we're not going to take the philosophy of resting people just because it's VFLW. Where, as I said, we're going in to win it. So we'll try and do some selection from next week. Really, we'll have a full squad to pick from, other than probably 3 or 4 players. So it's straight into it.
And final one, you talk about the new faces. It's a good opportunity, I guess, to see some of our draftees come in. They'll be playing the first game, and the new faces, Giselle and Kiara Hillier. What do you expect from them, and what do they need to do over the short term?
Well, I think that's the exciting part. Is you can look at all the drills you want, but just to see Kiara and Lara go in the back line and how they cope and fit in, and that's really exciting. Giselle Davies is going to play a little bit back, a little bit forward, some time through the ruck as well, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Holly Cooper, who's the academy product, just so exciting to see someone come from the academy and already know the game plan and what she can bring to the team. She's a live wire down forward as well. So Sarah Grundon, of course, she'll play forward and get a bit of time up on the wing as well, and her foot skills look to be really good. And so far, she's probably been a standout for us in match sim. So looking forward to seeing how she goes. It's a great opportunity for them, and I think what you will see, if nothing else, is enthusiasm, and that can be infectious.